My brother fell in love with my daughter. I never imagined betrayal could come from the two people I trusted most. I sat on the porch, the setting sun bleeding orange over the horizon. My tea had gone cold in my hands. My life, once simple and steady, now teetered on the edge of a storm I never saw coming. My name is Amina. I'm 43, a single mother, and a high school teacher. My world revolved around two people, my only daughter Zoya and my younger brother Saad. My husband died in a car crash when Zoya was just 3. Since then, Saad had been my anchor, the only man Zoya truly looked up to as a father figure. Zoya turned 21 this year, bright, beautiful, with that same spark in her eyes her father once had. She was studying architecture in Karachi and had come home for her summer break. Saad, now 36, was a successful photographer. He had returned from a long project in Turkey and was staying with us. It should have been a joyful reunion. It started subtly, the way things like this often do. Glances that lasted too long, jokes that made me feel oddly left out, laughter from the other room, Zoya's giggle, Saad's deep voice blending into it. I brushed it off. Of course they were close. He'd practically helped raise her. She called him Chachu since she could speak. But something shifted. One evening, I came downstairs to find them on the couch. Too close. Zoya's head rested against his shoulder, his arm loosely around her. She jumped up the moment she saw me, like a child caught doing something wrong. That was when the pit settled in my stomach. Chapter 1. The Whispering Wind. A week later, I found Saad and Zoya sitting in the backyard, speaking in hushed tones. Their laughter stopped as I stepped outside. Saad stood, clearing his throat, and walked away with his camera. Zoya looked down, cheeks flushed. "What's going on between you two?" I asked, voice steady despite the storm building inside. "Nothing," she replied too quickly. "We were just talking." That night I couldn't sleep. My mind raced. I told myself I was imagining things. Maybe I was just overprotective, but I began to watch them more closely. Saad became more secretive. His phone, once left anywhere, now never left his pocket. Zoya, too, started locking her bedroom door, something she had never done before. Then came the message that shattered the illusion. Chapter 2. The Unforgivable. It was late. I was picking up laundry from Zoya's room when her phone buzzed. The screen lit up. Saad. "I miss you already. Can't sleep without thinking about your lips." I froze. My knees went weak. I sat on her bed, my heart pounding in my ears. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a guess. It was real. I didn't confront them immediately. I needed to be sure. I went to Saad's room, knocked. He was inside, editing photos. "Can I talk to you?" I asked. He looked up, smiling, unaware of the bomb I was about to drop. Of course, I held out my phone. "Read this." He hesitated. When he saw the message, his face drained of color. "Amina? How long has this been going on?" My voice trembled, rage and heartbreak battling inside me. "A few weeks," he whispered. "It just happened. We didn't mean to." "She's your niece," I spat. "She's my daughter." "She's not a child anymore." I slapped him, hard. He didn't flinch. "You disgust me." He left that night, packed a bag, and walked out without looking back. Chapter 3. Broken Bonds. Zoya screamed at me when she found out. "You had no right to go through my phone. I'm your mother. I love him," she cried. "You don't understand. He makes me feel seen, understood. He raised you, Zoya. This is sick." "You're just jealous." That broke me. I felt like a failure. As a mother, as a sister, as a human being. Zoya moved out the next day, said she was going to live with friends. I didn't hear from her for 2 weeks. Every night I stared at my phone, hoping for a message, some sign she was okay. Saad didn't call either. He had disappeared from our lives like he never existed. Chapter 4. The Echo of Silence. Then one morning, I got a call from my old neighbor, Mrs. Rizvi. Amina, I saw Zoya. She was with Saad. They were holding hands. My world tilted again. I took a cab across town. I had to see for myself. I found them in a small cafe, laughing, sipping coffee, like a couple in love. I walked straight to their table. Zoya's smile vanished. Saad looked away. Do you have no shame? I hissed. People stared. I didn't care. You betrayed your family, both of you. You ruined everything. We love each other, Zoya said quietly. You can't change that. I turned to Saad. You were my brother. He stood holding Zoya's hand. And I still love you, Amina. But not the way you want me to. That sentence broke me more than any scream. Chapter 5. Time, the Cruelest Healer. Months passed. Zoya and Saad moved to Lahore. I heard they started a photogar.